this Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch, and Prize Pick is making sports season even more fun. On Prize Picks, whether you're a football fan, a basketball fan, or a fan of both, like me, it always feels good to be right. On Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code Spotify to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Spotify to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Enjoy more ways to save at Ralph's, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Ralph's app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Ralph's, SoCal for over 150 years. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Save big on your favorites with the Buy 5 or More, Save $1 each sale. Simply buy 5 or more participating items and save $1 each with your card. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
You won't believe everything I just saw. I went to Disneyland. First, I went to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live, and I danced.
What the heck? What the heck? Happy Saturday! Happy Saturdays! What's good? What's good? Potter Peter. AO Power. Zombie 7. How the heck you guys doing? Happy Saturdays. Put the hoodie on. Hoodie vibes. What's up, boys? How we doing? How in the world are we doing? Edwin, Shred Lord, Chief Shred Lord Edwin, what's up, dude? What is up, Chief Shred Lord? Happy Saturday, man. I'm hoping all you guys are having an awesome day. You had a chance to relax, recuperate, and set the vibes right for the weekend. I crashed today, y'all. Like, I literally crashed today. Like, we got back from Vegas, and it was like quick stream yesterday, and then the body crashed. We walked 25,000 steps daily, every day last week in Vegas. We literally spoke to thousands of people, and it was just an absolute marathon, but we are back. Finally back home. I took some naps today. I got my house clean. I got some work done on the deal side. W. How's everybody's day going, huh? W day? How's everybody's day going? Spam it in the chat. How's our day going, y'all? How's the vibes for our days? We are... What did I want to do today? Funny enough. Oh, Peter Parker. WWW. Nice. That's good, man. I'm glad you had an awesome day, bro. I feel like sourcing today. You know? I feel like getting a little bit of some daily deposits, late night crank session. You know what I'm saying? How you guys feeling? You up for that? You guys up for that? I'm down to get a little bit of late night cranking in, man. I know we set all these ambitious goals, y'all, but the goals ain't gonna work themselves. The goals ain't gonna go themselves. So we gotta find a way for the Shred Lords to get out here and make something happen. Gotta get out here and make something happen. I'm feeling like sourcing like, let me show y'all. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm feeling like sourcing some businesses. I feel like there's just so much fun stuff I want to do today. There's maybe we'll source somebody in the chat a business. Maybe that's what we'll do today. Also, if y'all don't see what I'm sipping on, I got a glass of Fresca, but I'm sipping it out of my Hustle Juice cup. Shout out, I'm drinking that Hustle Juice, y'all. I'm sipping on that Hustle Juice. Who you know on a Saturday night sipping on that Hustle Juice? W cup. We got to get some more cups of these made, man. We just sitting here sipping on the Hustle Juice, dog. Don't mind me. She get a little hustle drink in. It's not alcohol. I'll actually show you what I'm drinking. And it's like, I'm literally like so addicted to this beverage. I'm sorry to take the chat. So my hustle juice is actually this. I'm not sponsored, by the way, but this is the actual hustle juice, Fresca. I don't know what it is, but it's like sparkling soda water. It tastes like Sprite. It's grapefruit citrus flavor. It's so good, and it's healthy. It ain't like regular pop or soda. But if y'all wondering what I'm sipping on, I'm sipping on that hustle juice. It's Sourcing Saturday. It's Shred Lord Saturdays. It's absolutely Shred Lord Saturdays. W's. All right. I feel like sourcing. I feel like making some smart money moves. I feel like setting some stuff into motion for next week. Feel like getting things together. Y'all. We're not gaming tonight because I gotta go to the gym after the stream. So we're not gaming tonight. So we just simply hopping on. We getting some crank in, y'all. Getting some crank in. Now, I want to try to find some good businesses. Anybody want me to find them a business real quick? If so, let me know. Give me location. Give me financial criteria, like how big or most you willing to pay. I'll find you a business. Let me know in the chat what y'all thinking. Boom, boom, boom. Because you know what? It's January. I think by March, we got to have a business closed, y'all. Let's go to Michigan. What's happening in the world of Michigan? Ooh, that one says pest control or roofing in Texas. I like that. All right. Let's go to Texas. We all the way in Texas. All right. I love pest control, by the way. Pest control is like an amazing business model. All right, this is a franchise. Not really. Okay, so like, why pest control, right? That's a big question that like people always ask. Well, first and foremost, you're not going to have a robot cleaning or taking out pests. AI is not going to be able to do this. There's no software model that can get rid of pests in local areas. It's a recession-resilient business model. If you have a ant, spider, or rat infestation, you kind of have to do what you got to do to keep that place super clean, right? So if the economy is booming or if we're in a recession, if a house or a building has a rat infestation, they got to get rid of it. So that's super important. There are some baked in barriers to entry in this space, primarily because you need to have some type of like pest control maintenance contractor license. So not everyone can just go spraying stuff. And I think branding is a really good play. So if like you're scrappy and ambitious and have the wherewithal to identify your value proposition, put it on camera and do some marketing behind it and actually like invest in organic growth for that, I think you can really flex up and ball out when it comes to that. So I am a big proponent of pest control. So I'm gonna put W Pest Control in the chat. I think it's a really good freaking idea, Edwin. And then Texas, everything's better in Texas, right? Like if you thought a business was good in California, wait till you see a business in Texas, all right? For Laura, man, how we doing? Hey, happy Saturday, legend. Hope you had a really awesome day, man. Glad to see you in the chat. W Pest Control. W Pest Control, bro. Happy freaking Saturday, Lauren. All right, so what we're doing is we're finding people in the chat deals. So we're sourcing deals. So, all right, I'm going to try to find one. And then once I find a good one, I'm going to send you the link in the chat, Edwin. All right? There's only 12 low key in Texas. That's the weird thing. So these are active businesses for sale on bizbuysell.com. And no, I'm not sponsored. I'm just using their site a lot. I should be sponsored by them. I use this all the time. I don't know why I don't. But, okay. Here we are. Houston. Stable route-based business with long-term clients. Usually when it's like route-based, that means it's like franchise. Established pet control. Pending sale. Pet control and lawn care. Retiring soon. For only $30,000? That seems so odd. Do you want pest control in Canada? or a different business. The criteria was if you send me like state and business type, we can find it for you guys. Pest control. This is very interesting. Hold on. Why is this only $30,000? Okay, multiple income streams, landscaping, and pest control. All right, we'll look at that. Mosquito prevention. They got mosquitoes like that in Texas? Dang. Dun, dun. Pending sale. Juan, what's up, dude? What's up, Juan? How you doing? All right, Falarin, you want waste management industry, preferably in Ontario. Okay, bet. We'll add that to the list right after this pest control one. We're gonna do waste management in Ontario. Okay, so franchise, nah. Plant health, nah. Plant health specialist, maybe. This kind of looks interesting. And then even when a business is listed and it says pending sale, that's actually okay. Because oftentimes deals fall through, and if you like reach out to the bankers, they're likely going to want to have like backup buyers just in case. If like either someone can't qualify for the SBA or if like legal stuff gets in the way, they always want to have backups. But then also what's really important is you can call that banker and just get intel on the market, being like, hey, where did this business actually trade at, right? Like, did it sell for 3 times or did it end up actually selling for 2? What were like the big questions that the buyers had in this process? You know, so even though it says pending sale, it's always worth like having a conversation with the banker on like how was the actual experience trying to sell this business, because it gives you so much intel going into the next one. All right, established lawn care and pest control recurring revenue, Houston, Texas. This one, it doesn't have anything on the cash flow. It was around 2007. Owner selling due to health/retirement. It has 744 active clients, averaging more than 6 years in tenure. Business generates recurring revenue through seasonal fertilization. Dark Files Plus, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Look at buying some Roblox games. They print cash. Give us some ideas. We'll find some Roblox games. We're sourcing all businesses today. Today, we are sourcing businesses for the next hour or so. We're out here finding cash flowing opportunities. Okay, so this one, Edwin, this one kind of looks cool. The only thing is I just don't know how much cash flow it generate. They have a team here. That's good. Contact us to see the sim. There are many opportunities for expansion and growth, including the following. Seller financing is available. So he's down to sell this business for 50%. Wow, he's willing to do 50% seller financing. Okay. Now, here's my gut reaction here, all right? Since they're not disclosing the cash flow, it's not Transworld, it's TrueView. If they're not disclosing the cash flow, likely it is the case that the does not have that great of cash flow margins. That's what I think. And what you will likely do is you will look at this process, you'll reach out to Jason, you'll ask for the sim, you'll get the sim, and when you get the sim, it'll then showcase potentially inconsistencies in the cash flow, or maybe a business that's like burning cash. That's like my most likely bet, I think. So even with this, like just because like every other, like 95% of the businesses are going to be putting what their cash flow is, but the fact that this one isn't, that's weird. And that they're willing to do a 50% seller financing, that shows that it's likely difficult to like get folks to actually finance this deal using outside financing. So this one might be distressed. If you're into the messy, go ahead, but I wouldn't do a messy on your first deal. I would get something nice, stable, and easy. But with this, we unfortunately are going to pass. Next, stable route-based business with long-term clients. This one here is doing around $100,000 of cash flow. They're selling for $324,000, so it's not like a 3 times multiple. But this one has been around only for like 11 years. That's okay. Stable route-based business. Imagine running a business that practically runs itself. ChatGPT wrote this. That's exactly what you'll find in this pest control serving Charlotte and the surrounding area. Charlotte. Fort Worth, Texas, or Charlotte? Is there a Charlotte, Texas? Hey, Chad, is there a Charlotte, Texas, or did the banker get this one messed up? L description? I don't know what this means. Charlotte, Texas? Is there a Charlotte, Texas? I don't think there's a Charlotte, Texas. And there's no picture. Scam. Next, pending sale. $1 million. And they don't even want to tell us what the cash flow is. He not casting. How you doing, man? Happy Saturday. What advice would you give to someone with no experience in finance who wants to get into private equity? I think first and foremost, if I had no experience in finance, my number one priority would be to read every single investing book in the entire world, right? Starting with the Warren Buffett way, then going into Howard Marks, the most important thing, and then going into Intelligent Investor, and then starting to read 10Ks every single day, and then finding someone that has a lower middle market investment fund. It could be like small, it can be big, just like some firm that isn't like a crazy large mega fund, and ask them if you can do an externship in shadow for free and do work. That way you can build your resume and start to build experience. And the next thing you know it, you build enough experience, you get a deal done, boom! You go up to a private equity firm and you're like, hey, I've been low-key hustling and getting out the mud and did some externships and did some sourcing and some diligence for some folks for the last 2 years. And one of the stuff that I did actually helped them get a deal done. I'd love to give it a shot with you all for a formal internship in this summer. W, breaking into PE. Dark Files Plus, Crush for brain rots. It makes around $120 a year. 120 what? $120? 120,000? 120 million. Richard's in the mix. What's up, Richard? W Boeing Businesses. You know how we roll in Maine? You know how we roll? Hey guys, we're sourcing. We're sourcing deals today. You just put the name of the industry and geography, and we're gonna find you guys some deals. Zombie, you got 2 profiles in here? Or you changed your name? I see two. Look, like I see 2 profile pics that look the same. Zombie, you said, and then Ethan. Is it Ethan? Zombie. We got too many things going on here. Oh, you changed it. Okay. All right. I was like, what the heck? I was like, we got 2 of you in here. Someone tried to hack you. Darkfile, do you want the name of the guy who wants to sell? Someone wants to sell? Hey, pull up. Send me an Instagram DM of the details. It does 120,000 a year. Wow. Roblox games. The only thing that with Roblox games is like, what's the differentiation now? Oh, he don't got Insta. Dang. What y'all think of this one, guys? This one's selling for 1, but they don't have cash flow. All right, if it doesn't have cash flow, let's get out of here. You know. Pest control and tree care retirement. No one says this one's selling for $30,000. This is very odd, and it's been around since 1998. Pest control, termite, lawn care, and tree care business. Owner retiring at the end of 2025. Need a buyer to take over servicing contract, customer accounts. Approximately 9% of the accounts are recurring with some of 20 years service. Buyer will be acquiring customer accounts. Equipment and products available upon inspection. So you're just buying the accounts. You're not actually buying, you're not actually buying the actual assets. And this is this is like a weird acquisition here. And it's a 1-person show. So this guy is just like, he probably kills 3 bugs a year, makes 70 grand a year. he's looking at selling it out of there. I don't think this one's it, Edwin. I don't think this one is it. Keeping it moving. Ooh. Hold on. Edwin, we might be onto something here. Look at this one. So this one does landscaping and pest control, diversified revenue. I like that. Also, asking price of $340,000. The cash flow in this is $231,000. So selling for like a 1.5 times multiple. It does $1.3 million of revenue. So this business does around like 11 or 12% of EBITDA margins, likely because they have like pretty expensive talent since it's in Dallas, but you might be able to find cheaper talent or find ways to just like make it better margin profile. They do a 9 to 5. I kind of like this. Recurring revenue base, high profit margins. I don't know, chat. This one might be a W. This one might, and 2015, been around for 11 years. This one might be solid. The only thing is it might not have enough, like a lot of professional skilled employees. Okay. I think this one's worth the conversation, Edwin. Edwin, I think we found Edwin a deal. W Pest Control. And Edwin, look, let me put this disclaimer. I do not condone the 100% acquisition and purchase of every single deal that I show. These are just things that I have come across that seem interesting. And if it just so happened that you look into it and you also like it and you buy it, you're doing it at your own risk. Right? So don't nobody look at these things coming at me being like, Kenny Finance made me buy this and I lost my money. That is never going to be the case. All right? Don't be coming at me like that. But I'm just saying, here's the link if you want it, twin. Here's a link if you want it, twin. This one kind of looks cool. This one kind of looks cool. Can I put links in the chat? All right, I put a link in the chat. Okay, Edwin, we found you a deal, champ. And it's a diversified revenue, dude. Landscaping and pest control. And then, like, the process, all you really got to do is just, like, put your information in there, your phone number, your email address, and then, like, send a message. Or what I like to do, actually, is I like to, like, find this person's email and then email them directly or call them and say, like, hey, I saw your listing on this. I'm very interested. I'm a serious buyer. Here's my value creation thesis, and I'd love to set up time with management. Can we do boom, boom, boom? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a cool play. That's a cool play. You know what I'm saying? So, Edwin, we found Edwin potentially a deal. Let's find another one. Now we're rolling. Okay. This one's plant health specialist. No one knows what the price is for this one. This one's going to be expensive, y'all. They're doing $320,000 of cash flow. This one you likely need to pay like $1 million on this business. This one's pricey. So if anyone wants this one, let's see a teaser. Oh, yeah, we have an account. But like a teaser might be really cool for this. All right, moving on. Pest control, pending sale. These are one of those things. Oh, pending sale and it's only been around for 6 years. Like, why is a business selling if it's only been around for 6 years? That don't make no sense, y'all. That don't make no sense. We keeping it pushing. Pending sale, sale. All right. So, Edwin, we found you a business, my guy. Yeah, W disclaimer. We got to do it, right? We got to do it, chat. Now, hey, Boogie, what up, dude? How we doing, Boogs? Now. All right. We have a second acquisition that we need to find, and this is for our really awesome partners at Folarin TT. Let's find you a waste management industry, preferably in Ontario. Bet. Let's go up to here. And guys, this is like a quick search version of finding it like in an actual listing. There also might be some ways that we find businesses directly that aren't like business acquisitions or business listings. All right. So we're going to find some waste management. That one's good. What was the template for that email again? Oh, I'll send it to you right now. Here. Oops, not that. Well, hold on. Okay, here, we're here together. Google Docs. All right, you ready? Oh, let's zoom in for y'all. Hi, banker name. Hey, y'all know I've been practicing on that keyboard game. Me and Boogie played last night, and I beat him like every single time. Great to connect. By way of intro, my name is Edwin, and I'm looking to acquire a waste management business in the Texas region. And maybe let's just say in Texas. If that's true, like I would say, like I've spent X, Y, and Z years in the space. Like these kind of things, if you say stuff like this, it makes you seem so legit. Like you know what you're looking for, you know what you're talking about. And thought this could be an interesting conversation. Love to pencil in 15 minutes this week. Oop. There we go. Swiss cheese. Oh, wait. My message is too long to send. I'll send it in 2 pieces, okay? Okay. So apparently, acquire A to acquire. Edwin, I have to send it in pieces. I think there's limits to the chat. Boom. There you go. Put it all together. And you got something like this, twin. All right, Falarin. Let's get you a business, cuz. Waste management. We're going to start with waste. Okay. Dang, only 3 listings in Ontario? Of course, bro. Of course. That doesn't work. Trash. Let's try that. And then the last one we're going to try is recycling. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is huge. But it looks cool. Falarin, I don't know how much cash you're working with. I have a feeling you're working with millions of dollars. So this one could be interesting. Let's see. There's a junkyard and recycling yard in Ontario, Canada. This one is on sale for 1.9 million Canadian dollars. What's that in US dollars? Owners looking to retire. Ooh, wait, there's a whole walkthrough of the business on this website. Family owned and operated. Love to see that. And it's been around since 1984. This actually could be perfect. Property features 3 buildings. Wait, does this come with the real estate? This might come with the real estate. Oh, wait, it also has a 100-ton scale. What the heck? What the heck? This looks very rural. All right, lot size 6.5 acres. You could probably repurpose a lot of stuff on the acreage for different revenue streams, or grow your little homestead. Property taxes, extra land for vehicle storage. You can also open up your own storage there, since it does have a lot scale or a ton scale there, 100-ton scale. You can maybe do like a little pit stop for trucks around there, just in case if it's located next to a highway. Perfect opportunity for automotive wrecking and salvage. That's okay, but you just get a bunch of just like random scraps of stuff all over your yard, and it's never really cool. Also, we take a quick pause to thank today's sponsor of today's video, Kenny's Hustle Juice. Ta-da! It's Saturday. We're cranking. We're finding deals. Shout out to Hustle Juice. It's not really a sponsorship, but I just want to show you guys what I'm sipping on. I'm drinking Frescas, y'all. I'm drinking Frescas and source of deals for the boys. For the boys. All right, back to business. All right. Perfect opportunity. I don't think this is a good opportunity for this. I wouldn't do this. Maybe auto repair. Easy access to major regional roads and highways in the eastern region of Ontario. That's good. That's really good. Like I said, all right. Multiple stream revenue operation. Falarin. Broski, this could be a good deal. And don't be scared of the purchase price. You can raise capital for this and still own it. Now, the question is, how much is it generating in terms of cash flow and revenue? Like, we have no financials on this. We just know purchase price. 24-hour emergency road servicing. The revenue streams is like scrap metal, used auto parts, 24-hour emergency. All right. So essentially what this is telling me is that like a few dudes in a garage that just so happen to just like do everything. Scrap metal, recycling, selling used auto parts, servicing roads or servicing trucks 24/7. But they have licenses. All licenses are current and in effect to run operations as per seller. The key is this coming with the business? That's the one thing that we got to be careful of. Is it coming with the business? Permitted uses for the property include the following: auto wrecking, scrap metal, equipment for sale, or could be included. Oh, so you have to buy these. So none of these come into the, oh, hold on. None of these are actually included in the purchase price. That's tricky. So if none of these are included in the purchase price, this stuff is likely very expensive. Excavators, forklifts. Let's just assume that each of these cost $20,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's another 200 grand of purchase price added pretty much. Because I don't think a tire solution's that, that expensive. This is an asset sale. Real estate being offered is as is. Where is condition? That's always a red flag. Whenever you see any real estate property and it's like as is, where is, that means that like good luck trying to find what actually is wrong with this property, because I'm not going to tell you. And then they do like a 1-800 call now type of vibe. Sketch. First and foremost, this is just like an absolute like rural shred lord that had a freaking yard that turned it into a cash flowing machine. And this might be a little tricky. So I'm not going to hold you up, Falarin. I wouldn't buy this. I wouldn't even entertain this. Will and Ian Andrea, I appreciate you. Thank you for loving the content. I don't know if I pronounced your name right, but I really appreciate you watching the content. Thank you so much. And welcome to Shred Lord Sourcing Saturdays, where we are finding great deals instead of being outside. It looks like a pass, right? Yeah, it looks like a pass. Keeping it moving. So, all right. Now, the last... So, I think we can find one, but the only issue is I think it might have to be outside of Ontario. Now, depending on how big... Canada's freaking huge, right? I think we might be able to find some. Ooh, liquid waste removal, 7 years. That looks sick. What else? Is this near you? Is this near it? Swift Current. I don't know what SK means. How far is that in Canada? That might be really far, right? That might be really far. Oh, geez. This one's huge. Look how big this business is. $4.5 million. This is a lower middle market private equity deal. Boom. What you also can do. Ta-da. Let's see what we have here. Anyway, here's some interesting like small businesses in the waste management space, guys, that are somewhat kind of green that won awards. So these are all interesting businesses. You can find them if you like it. What else? Canadian SME. Oh, let's look at the 2023 awards. Honorable. Where are the winners? Oh, these aren't really helpful. Let's just stick to listings, because trying to find one a proprietary deal, like you got to really like be scrappy and go through a bunch of different things. Can you actually buy a good cash flowing business with $25,000 down? 25K of SDE, 10% margins? It depends, right? Like if a business is doing 25,000 of SDE, you're likely not paying more than 2 to 3 times for that. So it's likely a business you're going to buy for like 50 or 75 grand. And at that purchase price, like look what you get for $50,000 or $75,000, right? Like let's just take this off and just put max 50K of SDE. You get like a pressure washing business that likely has one person. You likely get, price range can't be more than 50,000 or still 100. Price range 100. Jeez. 100. Apply. Wait, why is it not doing this? This. Oh. There we go. See, you get little things like this. You get like a vending machine. You get like a pressure washing business. You get like an ATM route. Like sign companies. Like these are all like 1 or 2 person things that are very, very small. And you could theoretically buy these things, but you're buying yourself a very elaborate, time-intensive side hustle or side hobby. Like if a business is only doing 25,000 of SDE, this is good for like a high schooler, college kid, or someone that just has a bunch of other income elsewhere and doesn't have that much interest in like chasing something bigger. If you only have $25,000, I honestly, or $50,000 or $75,000, I'll put that in an index fund, you know, until it grows into a big enough sum to where like, if you really want to be comfortable buying a deal, have like a handful of, dollars ready to roll. And I would have about like 100, 200K of cash ready to buy something a little bit bigger. You know, that's what I would say. I didn't forget about you, Florin. I'm coming back to it. Boogie says you probably get some equipment and some contracts, and then you would do the work yourself. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would say. W Boogie for that. Great intel, amigo. What's this? Hold on, Boogie, you said something in the thing? Buy EcoStar. Chat, what's EcoStar? Boogie, what's EcoStar? That sounds like a waste management business. Oh. EcoStar. Premier Global Satellite. Boogie, you giving us some proprietary intel? What is this? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Boogie might be putting us on game. 15% the last month. Just read up on it. Boogie. This stock is up 420%. That's all I can say. Hey, chat, what we doing? All right. We're pivoting from sourcing private businesses to now we're going to do... Hold on, let me get something going for y'all. I got to log into some proprietary intel stuff. Let me get y'all some secret proprietary data. You said EcoStar. Rich Topic, what's good? How we doing, Rich? EcoStar. Okay. What's their ticker, though? Oh, SATS. All right. Oh, geez, I gotta log in again. Come on, chat. Rich Topic. I've been seeing where I can put 25K at too. Just got it in a high yield savings account. Low-key index fund might be a good play. Or while you're waiting on something big and you got a little bit of like a gut and like you want to thug it out with a little bit of risk, put it in the Qs, QQQs. That's like a better index fund, more tech focus. Or put it in some memory stocks and gamble. You could potentially lose half of it or you could double it. So, I need to make smart money moves if I actually do anything. No, that's right. That's right. Flipping houses is also really good. Flipping houses is like a pretty compelling. What is happening with this? What was it? This one might not be covered by Goldman Boogie. Let's see. If we got to get it out the mud and do it ourselves. Let me show y'all how to read up on a stock. We're going to go to financial information. Going to go to annual reports. Stormy, what's up, kiddo? How you doing, man? All right. Let's read up on EcoStar. Can do it on another. Nah, you already got us rolling, twin. You already got us rolling. You can't just give us ideas and be like, oh, I'll show you guys later. What do you think this is? Markets move daily, bro. All right. We cooking here. Oh, SATS. Oh, hold on. What are we talking about? Hey, do you need a personal tax return for buying a business? Yes, you and the seller, if the seller's rolling over equity. Doing good. How you doing? Life is actually really freaking good. Life is really freaking good, man. I'm doing good, dude. I got a lot of rest today. Yesterday, if you guys know it, I got back from Vegas from the conference and I was gassed. So today I slept a lot. Got a lot of like admin housework done. Went to the grocery store, cooked. You know, I'm starting the year off clean diet, clean vibes, saving money, and closing deals. But Boogie, you can't say we can do this on another day. Bro, you told us this amazing idea, which is literally up 450. Look at this chat. Look at this chart, y'all. Boogie comes in the chat and like, hey, look up EcoStar. As if like we're not going to be intellectually curious about this. And then he's probably going to like ditch us and be like, oh yeah, figure it out yourself. Yeah, no, screw you. We're going to get this. We're going to figure out if it's got room to run. So they got some presentations. Usually they got presentations. Let's find a presentation. Corporate earnings. What next? Ooh, here. This is a good one. What else we got going in the chat? All right. So, Kijambo. Oh, wait. Viraj. Do you need person? I already answered that. Kijambo. Oh, yeah, I spelled it wrong. Alongnag. How you doing, bro? Is there a way for me as an 18-year-old in the next year to get a $500 million loan? Not at all. So if you want to get I would love to get a $500 million loan myself. But if you want to get a are you talking about US dollars? If you want to get a $500 million loan, your best bet is to start networking with uber wealthy billionaires. Like you gotta be networking with like uber wealthy billionaires and then like have them buy into your vision of like what you can build in the world. And then literally just go like, hey guys, I'm going to build something incredible and I would love for you to back me with $500 million. And then just like cold call, email 100 billionaires with a compelling pitch, background on yourself, resume, and also, like a deck on the value proposition of like what you're trying to build. Then I think someone at least will like either tell you no, like by responding to you, or they'll maybe be like, instead of 500, I'll give you $1 million, something like that. I love the ambition though. Hey, but the cool thing is the worst thing that they could say is no. That's the worst thing that they could say. Shoot or shoot. Like, let me tell y'all something. As I'm sitting here sipping my hustle juice, right? As we sit here and we discuss hustles on a Saturday, and I'm sipping my hustle juice, y'all. Let me tell you something to make one thing very, very clear. Closed mouths don't get fed. The worst thing that people can say is no. If you want something, speak the heck up, shoot your shot, and if you don't make it, wake up tomorrow and shoot again. So what I just spelled out there for you, Alongnag, is that even though you have a very ambitious goal of trying to get $500 million, there are thousands of billionaires out there that are willing to back the next great young person. And you could be that person. Why? Because you're in my chat on a Saturday night. So WU. And all you literally have to do is ask, keep asking, iterate once you get feedback from when someone says no with feedback. And then you just keep improving your process. Right? So that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. So that's not a don't dream that big. That is simply craft the approach appropriately. When you looked at the Goldman thing, I had a SAT. Sent an email to Musk. Do banks look at the business income and profit more than your tax returns? They look at both. They're mainly underwriting the business to see if the business can handle it. They are also looking at your tax returns in terms of like, if the business goes bankrupt, do you have enough capital and income to like service some of the debt, since you have to do a personal guarantee. But also FYI, if you do get an SBA loan, they're gonna have your house, any other businesses, equities, like all your stuff's gonna be tied into this deal. So it's really, really messy. You put a lot at stake. Then preach. Yeah, man, I'm out here preaching to y'all. Where's the perfect place to find high net worth individuals? So I went to this conference last year. This one called the All In Summit. I went to this. It was like all millionaires and billionaires. I didn't even know about it. My friend invited me. And going to things like that, where it's like millionaires and billionaires like to hang out and have fun, I think that is a really, really, really good place to be. You can also go, like, you got to think about the social stuff and then the business stuff. The social stuff, those are like country clubs. Those are like fitness clubs. A lot of like wealthy people like like motor clubs, or like collector clubs, golf clubs. Little things like that are like the social areas to meet high net worth individuals. Business wise, honestly, I would just go to a bunch of conferences. Like go to like summits like the All In Summit, go to dedicated industry conferences like, me and Eric went to CES last week. There's a lot of wealthy people there. Go to places that are like dedicated to like their industry niche. That's what I would say for Lauren for that. Buy Then Build. That's an amazing book. Oh, cigar bars are also really good, Edwin. Yeah, that's a really good one. I didn't think about that. Cigar bars. I just can't stand the smoke. I don't smoke. So it's like, and then it's just like gets in my hair and I just like smell it when I go to bed. I just can't handle it. I'm a little wimp when it comes to cigar bars. But Buy Then Build was a really good book. That was a really good book. Boogie, hush up. You don't even know how to golf. Wait, actually, Boogie, do you know how to golf? I never actually seen you golf. You might actually know how to golf. I wouldn't be surprised. You're good. Like Boogie's amazing at all games. Like Boogie's like probably the most cracked gamer in the entire world. I wouldn't be surprised if he's really good at like golf. So you might be. Low key. Hothead, what's up, dude? Hothead, how you doing, man? Happy Saturday, bro. What do you think of the ARK Venture Investment Fund? Let me see. What is this? What they got going on? This is like one of those like new index funds. Let's see what their big ideas are. Will Boogie join the stream one day? You know what's funny? I was supposed to go see him today. He was supposed to be on stream today. We were supposed to do IRL. It's my bad. We were supposed to go work out and do a hike actually. So I got lazy. Like, cause I'm finally home. Like I don't want to leave my house, and it's like, I know, guys. I know. My bad. Oh, interesting. Okay. So let me tell you something about this one, Hothead. So this is one of those things to where like, if you have a 2021 correction, this is usually the type of fund that literally collapses after this. Like this is the fund that prides itself on access to really, 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 exclusive growth equity pre-IPO deals, right? SpaceX is going to IPO soon. XAI is going to IPO soon. OpenAI is going to IPO soon. Like these are like all really, really huge tech businesses. And it likely has had a pretty good solid amounts of write-ups. But the other thing also is to think through like, all right, we're in like peak tech valuations. Like, look where we are in the tech world. Peak tech valuations. This is what happened in 2021. Absolutely collapsed like 30%. It's not, or 20%. It's not terrible, but it's like we haven't had like a massive correction like that in a minute. One really bad thing goes wrong and all of tech collapses. And it just makes it, and then when tech collapses, it makes it harder for these private businesses to then enter the public markets because they then don't want to go public. So then just like stay private for longer and longer and longer. Right. So it kind of just delays the inevitable, So, but a lot of these, I don't know, this isn't like a Warren Buffett style approach. A lot of these businesses are pie in the sky, big ideas, burn a lot of money, crazy valuation, if it works. These aren't cash flowing assets. Not all. Some of them are, but like most of these are very, capex intensive and cash burning businesses. And for like growth equity folks and VC guys and gals, they love this stuff. But for me, dude, I want profitability, twin. I want profitability. So let's first figure out if this deal that Boogie showed us is a profitable cash flowing business. What page is this? 102. Let's see what we got going. Boogie, you giving us cash flowing deals, or is this like a crappy one, huh? All right. Bah, 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 bah. Balance. Here's their assets. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's profitable. Hey, it's profitable. Business is making bread. $2 billion of operating income. Damn, $17 billion of revenue from service. How are they? Like, what are they? Who are their customers? Wow. Programming. Boom. SG&A. Literally, virtually no SG&A cost. DNA. Fascinating. Most of the revenue comes from North America. Okay. The revenue mix. Revenue mix. What's up with this though, Boogie? Why is their main revenue line item going down? How much? Oh, my Streamlabs bot worked. Nice. And Toad Hothead stopped sending long messages. Nice. That's cool to see my Streamlabs bot working. Hello, Streamlabs. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. What'd y'all say? Kenny, have you find any good stocks to put chat capital in? We're thinking through. Does it cost money for the all-in summit? Yeah, tickets were like $10,000 to $15,000. I didn't pay though. My friend invited me. Don't you need a ton of money for that? Yeah. SMH, NVDA. What's SMH stock? Oh, the semiconductor ETF. Nice. Ooh. Hold on. This is good. Low key. I like this. Hothead. Hopefully that makes sense on what this ARK Ventures one is. EcoStar has a 3% stake in SpaceX. Okay. Our industry is highly competitive. We compete directly against. They compete with SpaceX. So it's another satellite company. So they're kind of like the satellite. They're like a satellite play within the space race. That's the way how I view it. They're a satellite play within the space race, but they're generating a lot of their revenue right now just by producing like access to satellite Wi-Fi digital infrastructure. Their main customers are likely airplanes, other like large satellite software providers and things like that. I think that's a good play. And they probably invested a lot of dollars up front in buying a lot of like satellite receivers up there in space. I think this is a solid play. Hey, should we buy this? What should we think? What should we do, y'all? How much money should we put in this? We gotta start allocating chat capital. Wait, let's first look at the presentation. Let's see how cool the presentation is. So their presentation, recent transactions and background. Look at this stuff. Look what they're doing. AT&T, $23 billion for 3.5 gigahertz and 600 megahertz of spectrum licenses. Wow. SpaceX transaction. Wow. This is the deal that Boogie was talking about where they got exposure to SpaceX. Ding. The subscriber base. Dish. Sling. Revenue. Pay TV. Interesting. So the thing though, Boogie, is like if Dish and Sling are chalk, their TV revenue is slashed. But what's happening in the trend of like TV consumption? I don't think that's a good end market. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a good market. I don't think that's a good market. Transaction impact on Spectrum Holdings. What? I'm always curious. What does Spectrum look like? One of the teams at Blackstone Tac Ops, they were like so big into buying Spectrum. And I'm like, what does it actually look like? This is Spectrum. Fascinating. So I guess this is Spectrum. The light reflecting. How are people buying this? What the heck? People out here buying Spectrum. That's wild work. Anywho. Okay. EchoStar. Oh, they got Boost Mobile. Shout out to Boost Mobile. That's when I was a young kid in my Minute phones, chopping off of Boost Mobile, providing an enhanced network experience with hybrid MNO models. Okay. Spectrum licenses are, ooh. Why my chatbot being a dick? I'm doing good, about to be in bed soon. I'm gonna turn this chatbot off. It's already deleting y'all messages. Spectrum licenses are government issued property rights that let you use specific radio frequencies in specific places, and you can buy, hold, and sell them like real estate. Facts. Facts. Delivering live 3D to cutting edge TV. All right. So their main brands are Dish, Boost, Hughes. What is Hughes? Future-proof multi-orbit in-flight connectivity. So when they're all out here using Wi-Fi on the planes, it's actually using Hughes, huge L Chat app. It's just moderating you. Mods ban him. Little things like this. That's funny. It's silencing Boogie. From asset-rich, capital-constrained operator to asset-light growth company. Focused on risk, balance, tax optimized, and total shareholder. Okay. Diversified portfolio of operating business units. Okay. All right. This thing's pretty cool. Let's vote. Let's vote, chat. It's time to vote. And remember, for Chat Capital, all deals have to have majority vote. All deals have to have majority vote. Boogie has proposed, and also Boogie is our largest shareholder. He's donated the most to the chat. W Boogie. We need to figure out what is our play on EchoStar. Feel free to vote on the poll starting now. Wait, hold on. I want to get like a. There we go. How much is Chat Capital? I don't know. I think we had like $200 or something. What we doing here, y'all? Chat Capital, we buying or selling? Or passing? This is EchoStar. Oh, we do need an overlay for Chat Capital. I gotta figure out how to do that. EchoStar, what are we doing? Uh-oh. And remember, it has to be more than 51% vote. And it has to be over a 51% vote for it to go into the portfolio. Now, let's put our money where our mouth is. Do we believe in and mind you, it could be an interesting business, but you also got to keep in mind where we are in valuation. Does it have more room to grow? This is a $34 billion market cap business. Does it have more room to grow? If we want to get 100% growth, that means can this turn into a $70 billion business? Can it get a $100 billion business? It could. It potentially could. EchoStats or Star. EchoStar. Large acquirer, Spectrum licenses. Exposure to Boost Mobile, Trapstar Mobile Network, Dish TV. How do we feel on Dish TV? Right? Right? How do we feel? How do we feel? How do we feel? And remember, we are not traders. This is a long-term capital allocation play. We buy things that we intend to hold for the long haul. Am I even allowed to vote on my own poll? It doesn't even let me vote on my own poll. So what are we saying? Wagwan, what are we doing? What are we doing? That's an amazing chart, but are we too late? Or on the other end, it's an amazing thesis. How much more does it have to grow? Thomas, what's up, legend? How we doing? How we doing? What would I vote? I'm going to tell you in like 10 minutes. I'm going to tell you in like 10 minutes. I'm taking like 5 minutes. I don't want to influence the vote. This is Chad Capital. This is a democracy. This is a democracy. Boogie, you got to build your case, bro. Build your case, man. You got to fight for your thesis, Boogie. Boogie, fight for your thesis, bro. Chat. Boogie proposed the thesis for a business that is exposed to the satellite space, in-flight Wi-Fi, mobile networks all over America. It's doing $17 billion of top line and almost $3 billion of operating income. It's profitable. It's profitable. What we saying? What we saying? Oh, Boogie, fight for your rights, bro. Boogie, fight for your rights, dude. Because Chad Capital is saying no way, Jose. Chad Capital said no way. I don't know, Books. I don't know, man. And you one of the professionals in the chat, man. I don't know. Yeah. Hi, Head. It's interesting, right? It's an interesting conversation. It's a fascinating conversation, guys. 73%. Not gonna lie, I voted yes. Hey, it's hey, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Hey, if you took the chance to vote, make sure you guys also click that next button and smash that like button on the stream, y'all. We out here doing smart money shred lord sourcing Saturdays, finding deals for Chad Capital. So if you haven't already, make sure you guys smash that like button on the stream. Smash the like button on the stream. We out here making smart money moves, man. We're finding businesses that we can focus on and holding for the long haul. And Boogie, one of our largest LPs, has proposed that we look at this business. EchoStar has increased 15% over last month, driven by strategic spectrum sales to AT&T and SpaceX. The deals provide a significant cash infusion and reduce regulatory uncertainty. Analysts project the 10% upside for the next quarter, with the general hold consensus across the street. And if you know anything about Wall Street analysts, they have 3 different classifications when they have a stock. Sell means they don't like the stock. Hold means that if you already have exposure, keep holding it. Or 3, buy. If you don't have exposure, buy into it. But the general consensus is that it's a hold instead of a buy. Boogie. Hey. Boogie. Bro, this your first deal you brought to investment committee. And don't tell me you got chalk 70 to 30. Hey, Boogie, this the first deal you brought to investment committee. Don't tell me you got chalk 70-30, twin. I don't know, y'all. It could be a buy at the right price. Are we telling Boogie to go back to school? Are we telling Boogie go back to school? He real quiet, y'all. He real quiet. All right. How we feel about this? So, I think the votes are in. Unfortunately, I don't think we will be allocating Chat Capital's dollars. Boogie put in a whole message saying he's gonna buy it in his own portfolio. And Streamlabs said, shut the heck up. All right, hey y'all, let's read his message. I'm going to buy it in my own portfolio. The true value is in the stake in SpaceX. The base business is de-risked since they shored up their capital structure with asset sales. Streamlabs, why you have to shut up Boogie like that? Hey, Boogie, I'll tell you what. I agree with you. My only concern is everyone and their mama has access to SpaceX. Look at how big SpaceX is, bro. Right? Look at how big SpaceX is. D1's got exposure. Secondary sales are absolutely through this world, right? It's like SpaceX is already like, bro, look at this. It's huge. $800 billion valuation, possible IPO. Like, I really don't know, y'all. I really don't know. Let's look at SpaceX investors. So many people. They're on a Series J. They're literally on a Series J. You know what I mean? It goes from Series A all the way to like now it's all the way at J. But so many folks already have exposure to it. You know? Am I into technical analysis or strictly fundamental? Strictly fundamental. I don't know how to read charts and candlelights and all that. I don't think it's buying a stock is buying a piece of ownership inside of a real business. And I don't think a chart gives you enough incremental detail and insight into like operationally how a business and the management team are performing or how a sector and customer preference on a product or service is. Oh, chat. Boogie saying, check the returns come this time next year. You know what, Boogie? Maybe you got to donate more to Chat Capital for us to get a little bit more conviction. Just a food for thought. Just get it. Now, you guys asked me how I would play this. I look at all these investors. It ain't hard to get exposure to SpaceX, Boogie. That's the only thing, bro. It ain't hard to get exposure to SpaceX. And now wealth management firms are pushing these secondary sales to their clients too. So if you really want exposure, you can get exposure to SpaceX. You know what I mean? If anything, like your underlying operating performance is distracted by something like the Spectrum and like MNO plays. Like the MNO plays, like that stuff's a nasty network. Like that Boost Mobile play, look at how Sprint and other ones are doing. Like is Sprint still public? I don't think they're public. I think I looked at a private thing. But if you look at like MNOs, those are really tough business models. Really tough business models. This must be one of those plays that Boogie got intel from his hedge fund friends and thought it was a good thing to pitch. Unfortunately, Chat Capital is too smart for that, all right? It sounds like we're passing. Make a tracker with all the stocks they come up with. They're passing. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Hey, shout out to y'all goals. Here's our goals. Anybody got updates on our goals? Also, guys, if you haven't gave me your goals already, put it in here. Everyone's putting their goals inside here. And we're going to be revisiting every now and then. So if you didn't put your goals, put it here. But Boogie brought up a really good point. Stock pitch. Boom, boom, bum, bum, bum. Okay. Okay. Boogie, do you have a price target? All right, y'all. Echo Star. What was the price? I put I think we have a read only. I'm gonna put it's a read only in there. Where's the trading at? $120 a share. Boogie, do you have a price target? Let's see. There should be like analyst price target somewhere. Not really. All right, let's see. Dun, dun, dun. There we go, y'all. There we go, y'all. Tenzin, what's up, legend? Happy freaking Shred Lord sourcing Saturdays. Oh, yeah. Echo Star has passed. Unfortunately. Who else got something to pitch? And you gotta pitch it correctly. You gonna do 170? Think it's gonna be 170? All right. Oh, yeah, you're right. What's today's date? Hey, I love this PC. Tenzin says literally anything. Kenny, how much to finance over 1 million in deals with not much income? How much do you need to finance 1 million in deals? Like to buy a deal with $1 million, SBA. Okay, if you're gonna do it, this is how it's gotta work. SBA is gonna give you 80%, $800,000. You need to have a seller roll of 10%. Oh, I'm gonna come back to those. Those two stocks are actually really interesting. We're gonna look at those right now, actually. But back to Parker Peters thing. That's a dope name, by the way. 800,000 SBA, 100,000 from seller roll, and then try to raise $100,000 of equity, and you don't have to put any money down. The only thing is you kind of have no equity in the business, right? But I would like think about it that way. But it's got to be a really good cash flowing deal with stable margins and a growth trajectory as well. Because with that kind of capital structure of like SBA and a seller note, like that's a lot of debt service. So you have to have really solid margins. I would only look at things that are 40% plus margins. Hopefully that helps. Parker Peter. Now, we have, wait a minute. Okay. For SanDisk, do you have a pitch? Really? Boogie gave us a very compelling pitch, guys. He gave us a very compelling pitch. Also, eventually, I might even make it this weekend. I'm going to put a template or a Google form that outlines like the things you need to answer to have a real pitch. Like business model, what it does, price target. Like you need to really understand the business if you're going to pitch it to Chat Capital. And then we're going to read it and it's going to be like an actual pitch. Matter of fact, we might make that tomorrow on stream, actually. That's a good thing that we're going to make tomorrow on stream. But do you have a thesis on SanDisk? And what's Ondas? Damn. Hey, there is money to be made in the markets. Tenzin. Oh, wait, this is like spot on what we were looking at CES this week, too. Oh, my goodness. Hey, y'all, this is very relevant. $130 billion TAM, $275 million invested, 21 patents. All right, Tenzin, what I want you to do, I want you to do some research on this stock, check out some of the annual reports, all right? And I want you to submit this in the form that we're going to put out tomorrow. I'm going to put the link in the Discord, and we're going to look at this together tomorrow, because I think that there's potential for us to like have a vote on this, y'all. Nah, I only buy SPY calls. What is it? You an options trader? The one thing I will say is that there were a lot of these, like little robots and drones everywhere. But I think this is probably one of the only businesses that has contracts with defense. This low-key might be one of those. Whoa, hold on. Oh, whoa, Tenzin. You're giving us a business that's burning $9 billion a year. Wait, million or billion? Is this in thousands or regular dollars? It's meant to be a regular dollar. Like, what? What do you think? It's got to be public, right? It's got to be. Oh, wait. I guess it's only million. This is a small company, though. This is a very small. This is a small micro cap. Small business. You want us to look at a business that's burning $9 million a quarter? Hold on, twin. I don't know about this, Tenzin. They gotta wait. What is that? Look at all this cash on their balance sheet. Oh, from the equity rate, from the equity raise. Okay, they raise capital. They raise capital. Acceptance broadening, deploying dot thing. Execution and outlook, NEC corridor and Indian radios entering shipping in Q4. We expect initial deliveries for the Siemens India head of train radios. They're selling radios. Interesting. Money is money. Hey, that's facts. But these are all their products. These are pretty cool. What do we think about these products? American Robotics, API Motion, SPO. The thing is, though, it's like, I don't know where this company's based, but there's so many lookalikes of this. Like, if you were to CES with us or like on stream, there were so many of these. And it's burning $9 million a quarter. It's about who got the pulse. No, that's facts. That's low-key facts. M&A pipeline. These are some good ideas. These are some good ideas. We're going to vote on this one tomorrow. But you said, oh, wait. We got to add who pitched it. We're going to call you guys the lead. Like whoever was the lead for this. Like on deals, like in PE and hedge fund, they have like deal leads. This one was Boogie. $13.69. Jack Capital. We're gonna have some compelling. Tomorrow we're gonna build the whole. I may even do it tonight or even on stream like tomorrow. But like we're just gonna build like the whole thing where it's like the form and it's gonna be like the questions are gonna be like, what does the business do? Who are the customers? What do they serve? What is the current price? How much has it gone up in the last year? Are they profitable? Yes or no? What are they like? What's the EBITDA margins? Things like easy things you can find. But I think I don't want to do it just to like have you guys go through a bunch of BS to pitch a stock. But it's really good practice mentally. I think it's amazing practice. I think it's amazing practice mentally for you to like go through that exercise of like inputting essential pieces about the value proposition of a business into a form and for us to pitch it and review it together. I think it's amazing for us to do that. Tencent thinks it's a $40 stock. That's your price target. $40. $40. That could be a bagger. Thomas. How we doing, Thomas? CPNG. Oh, Coupang. I love this. Wait, didn't Coupang have like a data breach? Coupang had like a data breach and like the CEOs got like reprimanded for that, right? Didn't it? Yeah. Like something like this. I love Coupang. I think it's a wonderful business. If anyone goes to Korea or pretty much anywhere else in Asia, everyone's using this. Literally everyone is using this. Stock virtually hasn't really moved. It had like a really, oh yeah, the cybersecurity breach. Yeah, this is it. And literally like the whole company, like leadership team was just like baffled by it. And like CEO retired and all that. Hothead, have a good night, man. Thank you for rocking with us, dude. Thank you for rocking with us on the Shred Lord Saturdays voting on stocks, man. I appreciate you taking the time. Have a good night and have an awesome Sunday, bro. Tencent, why no Asian stocks? I'm Asians in Asian stocks. It's not it. Only TSM. What is that? Oh, semiconductor one. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I think there's like some real money to be made. There's Thomas, make sure you pitch this one. Let's see. Ooh, we should be adding all these to our watch list. Yeah, we should be adding these to our watch list. The new list is going to be Chat Capital. Oh, wait, this is so cool. We can add these to our list. Coupang. Add that to Chat Capital. What time am I streaming tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm probably gonna. I'm probably gonna. Let's see. I'm probably gonna stream. I got a few like meetings tomorrow and calls. I'm probably gonna stream probably tomorrow around like 6 Pacific time, 9 Eastern time. All right. $9 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. 9 p.m. Eastern time. And by then, I'm gonna have the whole form ready. It's gonna be in our Discord, y'all. Is anyone not in the Discord? I'm gonna put the Discord link, y'all. Is anyone not in the Discord? Let me know if y'all want the link. There's the Discord. Join the Discord if you want to be access to the Discord. Join the Discord. And I'll put the form there for the Chat Capital pitches. Boogie, I really appreciate the effort though on the pitch. We gotta W Boogie for having the courage to like pitch a good stock. Don't be discouraged, Boogie. Don't be discouraged. It's a tough committee, tough crowd. And guys, if you were to ask my thoughts, because I probably know where he got the idea from, I'm actually a buy on the stock. I would actually vote it yes. I would actually vote it yes. So, because Boogie did his work, I think it's a good thing. I think Spectrum's only going to increase. I think folks are underappreciating the value proposition of having like entry market Spectrum oriented media and mobile network assets like Boost Mobile. I think Boost Mobile is one of the most interesting profitable cash flowing businesses out there. It taps into lower income connectivity, and that thing's like never going anywhere. And then it has exposure into SpaceX, and I know everyone in the mom can get exposure to it, but the thing is, it's like you can get a diversified balance sheet and business model by having this EchoStar. So while everyone else is over indexed into SpaceX, this one is a little bit more diversified, and it has a little more stickier base. So like if we had to invest in that sector, like satellites, Spectrum, media, that's a good solid play, and I'll buy into that. But like if I had to just pick out of any industry, I actually like memory more. Like if I had to just pick one stock, I wouldn't pick that space to like play in. I think it's just gonna be like a hyper competitive space. But W Boogie, we love Boogie. So W Boogie. Let's add all these to our thing. Someone said, oh, SanDisk, SNDK. SNDK. This is such a SNDK is such a monster of a stock. Oops. SNDK is such a monster of a stock. Like, y'all, people are either going to make a bunch of money off of this, or they're going to lose everything. Not Coupang, this one. Like, folks are either going to make a bunch of money off of this stock or lose everything. What concerns me most is the fact that this is so prevalent. And like, it's not a secret anymore that the current bottleneck is memory. Y'all want to see a cool thing that I saw on Twitter? I posted something on LinkedIn about this. But if you guys want to see more theses like this, what you should actually look at is something like this. Look at these bottlenecks and choke points. The question now is always going to be, all right, if memory is the current bottleneck, what's the next bottleneck before that? And there's charts like this all over Twitter that kind of have like a little bit of data and details. This one's in like discipline. There's another good supply chain thing here. This is really good here. This one's like very comprehensive. Like spending the time to like, there's like some baggers in here somewhere. And us as chat, we got to research where. Oh, Tenzin, you say Robinhood? You think Hood? This is good here. Price target on NVIDIA. I don't own any NVIDIA. I sold out of mine a long time ago. So I don't have any more I don't have any more things on it. Like I'm not glued to it. A lot of people are saying Intel today. Like I had one of my guys called me today and he told me, he pitched me on Intel. And he said that like folks are going to be having to do a lot of the testing and assembly. And Intel's doing it a lot of in-house. But there's a lot of compelling things here in this value chain that could be interesting businesses. Intel's inflated. Tencent doesn't like any stock I bring up. But you do come up with some good theses, and it's good to have contrarian view. What else? Oh, here's Future. Future got a track coming out. Phantom. These are all my bookmarks on Twitter. Oh, y'all see this? Hold on, y'all see this? Side note, this is a little funny. It's like a random thing. But this shawty married her AI bot. I gotta pause it and we gotta like keep revisiting because I don't want to get DMCA'd. Isn't this crazy though? She's married to her chatbot. Her algorithm proposed to her. That's wild work, right? What else we got? What else we got? I love this. If someone ever seen my video on like how to invest or like the 15 years of investing knowledge in 12 minutes or something like that, we took this analogy and graphic that Buffett preaches about and we made it in one of our videos. So W editors for that. But this is an amazing piece of intel here. Mm. Jason, what's good? That's facts. I had one of my friends, he was staying with me like 2 weeks ago, and he was asking me something about silver. And he was like, Kenny Finance, like, what's your thoughts on this boom, boom, boom thing and about silver? And I was like, broski, that's not within my circle of competence. I don't focus on that. I focus on like civil engineering, Warren Buffett is mutes. What's mutes? I focus on like my circle of competence. He was like, bro, everyone needs to know about this. And I was like, I only need to focus on the things that I know about, you know? Oh, you guys didn't actually hear Buffett? Oh, did it not work? Oh. Well, that sucks. How about... Oh, you know why? I had the desktop audio muted. L. How about this?
Ted Williams wrote a book called The Science of Hitting.
You hear it now, right?
And in The Science of Hitting, he's got a diagram, shows him at the plate. And he's got the strike zone divided into 77 squares, each the size of a baseball.
Watch it again.
And he says, if I only swing at pitches in my sweet zone, which he shows there, and he has what his batting average would be, which is 400. If he had to swing at low outside pitches, but still in the strike zone, his average would be 230. He said the most...
Hey, I hope y'all know, Boogie reminds me a lot of Warren Buffett. Nah, not really, but like Charlie Munger. Boogie reminds me a lot of Charlie Munger. If me and Boogie were like a team, I'd be Buffett, he'd be Charlie Munger. Why? Buffett's more... Buffett is more like open to a bunch of different ideas and things. Charlie Munger was kind of like the mean, strict, like if it don't make money, it don't make sense type of guy. You know what I mean? So that's like me and Boogie's dynamic. Buffett's more like me. Boogie's more like Charlie Munger. But he's still a W
The important thing in hitting is waiting for the right pitch. Now, he was at a disadvantage because if the count was 0-2 or 1-2 or so on, even if that ball was down where he was only going to bat 230, he had to swing at it. In investing, there's no called strikes. People can throw Microsoft at me and, you know, you name it, any stock, General Motors, and I don't have to swing. And nobody's going to call me out on called strikes. I only get a strike called if I swing at a pitch and miss. So I can wait there and look at thousands of companies day after day, and only when I see something I understand and when I like the price at which it's selling, then if I swing, if I hit it, fine. If I miss it, it's a strike.
So he's got so many amazing quotes on this, and one of these days we're just gonna like go quote by quote with Warren Buffett. But if we're thinking about for Chat Capital, like what's essential for us to think about in a business, like the questions we really, really, really need to understand is number one, do we understand what the business is doing? Like, do we understand the product or service? Number two, do we like the moat within the business? Like, is there something about what that company is providing that seems to be defensible? Or it has a right to win? I like that. I like to say right to win. Thirdly, do we like the price that it's at? I love memory. I love the thesis of memory. But do I like it at this price? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love memory, but do I like memory at a $55 billion valuation? That is it's tricky. And then there's like smaller questions around like, is the management team has integrity, and little things like that. But like you can really break investing down to like extremely simple fundamental things. People build these like crazy elaborate waterfalls and models and all kinds of things just to like see downside protection and see if it's worth investing in like some weird funky junior mezzanine piece of the tech stack. Like, do you understand the freaking business? Like, would you like, we're buying a piece of ownership in a company. Like, do you actually want to own that company? That's what we're asking here, you know, as investors. And do we like it at this price? And it's a very like, I don't know. This is like SanDisk is a wonderful business, but it's very crowded right now. I'd say it's very, very crowded. And when we were on stream last week and we saw one of their competitors, AData, I was very curious to see like if anyone knew anything about AData, because this seems to be like a lookalike that also expanded into the enterprise memory space, and they weren't at that crazy of a valuation. So let's look at AData. Where's AData? It's like a weird, funky, no, not that. That's not it. Let me see. I had saved it on my phone. A data. It's like I got a number one. Here it is. 3260.TWO. You can't even look it up. There it is. A data sitting around, it's like $82 billion valuation. It's even higher. But this one went up 233%. And it seems to all have happened recently in the last 6 months. I would definitely be a buyer of these things if it pulls back a little bit. But in order for us to 10x returns, just like someone 10x returns last year, this needs to become a $500 billion business. I don't think it's doing all that. So I don't know. We'll do a deep dive on SanDisk tomorrow. Maybe we'll dive into the fundamentals and see if we can get some actually equity research reports and see some customer call transcripts. Because I think there's something to be made here, but I think you have to do it at the right time. A chart like this scares me. And the fact that SanDisk, SNDK, is literally all over Twitter, that stuff's scary. That means retail is all over this, and retail is oftentimes very emotional investors and not deep, fundamental, intelligent investors. And that's where folks get burned. A lot of smart money have likely been monitoring this for a long time, buying exposure, and then pop. And I can easily see pre or post earnings, which is coming up soon, a lot of folks liquidating and exiting and rotating into something else. That would be my play if I had to bet. Why did you get out of NVDA? So I actually was in an even more degenerate piece of the cap stack. I did this. NVDL. Actually, me and Boogie both did this. We did this together, both in our personal portfolios. And we bought, Boogie, when did we buy? It was 2024, right? Mid 2024 or something like that. And we got out around the end of the year. So we made Boogie didn't make that much money off it, actually, right? Wait, Boogie, did you make money on this? We had a timing disconnect, didn't we? I got in around early or mid, and then I got out around the end of the year. So I made 75, 80% on NVIDIA. But it was a lot of hype going on, but there was a lot of uncertainty in publics. And it was folks were just unsure what was going to happen here. And luckily I got out right before this because there's a lot of volatility. But I should have stayed because then just imagine if I did this, that would have been a bagger. Do you think retail investors should participate in sector rotation? I think so. I think you should rotate and participate in sector rotation. I just think you need to understand. I think you need to actually go through the depths of building circle of competence in the areas and the sectors that you want to invest in. I wouldn't follow the herd of folks rotating from semis to memory to material fabrication to spectrum, whatever that. I wouldn't just follow investors. I would rotate into things that make sense. We live in a world now with so much data and AI that it's not hard for you to build an institutional view on a business or an asset. And I don't think enough retail investors are doing that. Tencent, I actually agree with you. Waiting until earnings correction. I actually agree with you. What the heck is a butterfly spread? What are these things? Tencent, you should teach us one day. I actually be really down for that. If you could just teach us what is maybe an institutional minded technical analysis. That is, I will admit, that is a fault in my investor toolkit is I don't know anything about charts. Anything at all. Or technical analysis and all that. I only know fundamental analysis. You study by yourself? Great. Now teach us. Great. Now teach us. Can we look at Google? Yeah. Oh, and FYI, Google is my largest holding right now. That's my largest asset. Google. I like Google a lot. It is my largest holding, and it crushed it last year. Great performance. We love Google, and I've held it for like a year so far, and I'm going to continue to hold it. Yeah, I think Google's going to win the AI application layer. I think they have incredible models. They have a massive user base. And just imagine once folks start to realize that there literally is a little AI engine right up here. Wait till they fix this UI UX to make this more usable. This is going to be incredible. I don't even know how to do any of this, but I'm in. Right? This right here has the potential to be massive, I think. I think Google wins the consumer layer for AI. No doubt about it. And they have the capital in the balance sheet to acquire anything that likely comes close to it. Maybe not OpenAI and things like that, but like a lot of the smaller ones. Google would just crush them, outcompete, outdevelop, or acquire them. Google's for the dogs. Google's for the dogs. But I'm just really trying to figure out, like, this is one that I'm very bullish on Google, Asia Tech, Asia Consumer, U.S. services, U.S. like industrial services, like engineering, transmission distribution services, things like that. What other mega themes? What other mega themes are you guys interested in? Because I think there's some pretty good mega themes that we can double click into either tomorrow or next week. Quantum. Yeah, Quantum's good. I don't think he's in here, but we have a really, 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 really big Quantum guy, Pinon. Pinon loves Quantum. Ooh, Caterpillar. Whoa. This is interesting. Hold on. Look at how cool this is. Wait, this is actually so cool. Do you see this, guys? Wait, W Google. This is Google right here. This is why I'm a buyer of Google, y'all. W Google. This is so freaking cool. All right, the investment thesis on Caterpillar is currently a moderate buy. Strong fundamentals, record backlog, and unexpected growth from AI data center demand. Okay. Okay, this is actually really cool. W for putting this into the chat. Can we give you a nickname? Your name's long. What nickname should we put? Willie? Will Nye the Science Guy? Wait, should we add that to the... Do you want to add this as a pitch for tomorrow? Or any other time? Just call you Will? All right. Will Nye the Science Guy. I'll call you just Will. All right. I don't know if you have your goals in here, but make sure you have your goals. Wait, who said coupon? Someone said coupon. Was it Thomas? Thomas, did you say coupon? Right? Someone said coupon. Coupon. Read the chat. Who said coupon? It was Thomas? I was right? Yeah. Okay. Thomas. And then Will. Caterpillar is 617. I really like Caterpillar. Were you guys with me when I was at the Caterpillar booth on stream? We had a little part on stream with them. You won't like me teaching, I'll be smoking. No smoking, no vaping, just smart money making. All right. I like this. AI center demand, a significant and unexpected growth driver, has been the surge in demand for power generation equipment, such as large reciprocating engines and turbines needed for the expanding AI data centers. This new revenue stream in the energy and transportation segment offers high margins and is less cyclical. I like that. And they've had reported record backlog, 40 billion in third quarter, providing strong visibility into future revenues and sustained momentum. Okay. Infrastructure and mining, strong financials. Okay, how about this? Let's ask them. Let's see if we can do that. If it can do this, WAI. If it can do this, WAI. This would be so cool. Yo, analysts are about to be so chalked. Thinking. Sip it on hustle juice, y'all. Sip it on hustle juice. We out here sipping on hustle juice. It's just sparkling water, guys. Oh, nice. Look, it actually can do it. It can actually like scan through data. This is so freaking cool. Wow. Upward trend. Full-year EBITDA margins have been improving. I think Caterpillar is a good thesis. Will, this is a good. We should pitch. We're gonna pitch this tomorrow. I like this. Oh, Thomas, if you have a price target for coupon, let me know. Also, guys, you got to let me know in the chat, like, what do you think is the best way to invest into these names? Like, what platform you think would be really cool? Because then I'm going to reach out to, like, the CEO, the chief marketing officer, and try to get, like, a partnership brand deal with them and have them be, like, our official stream partner. And then maybe we can get you guys discounts or free stocks. WChat. What's the right thing to say? No? All right, fine. Bet. I'm going to go to your competitor. Boom. All right. This is so cool. Like, to answer this question 5 years ago, I literally had to, like, pull up Excel, download the 10K, copy and paste the 10K into something else, and then, like, all this other stuff. It would have been so freaking annoying, y'all. And now Google does it. Now, are these correct? That, like, you need to just, like, verify. But it's really freaking cool. Cool Webby, happy Saturday. Welcome to Shred Lord Sourcing Saturdays. And how you doing? Inali. Let's check that out. Ticker NLY. And then let's do this. Let's see. What does Inali do? And let's check it out. I'm checking out. Cool, Webby. Okay, so you guys say Schwab, Fidelity. Okay, I'm just gonna write these down. Also, I mean, of course, Robinhood. That'd be cool. Schwab, Fidelity, Micron. Oh, Boogie. That's a good one too. Morgan State Real Estate Investment Trust. Generate income from the spread between interest and agency group. Hey, Will, have an awesome night, man. I appreciate you putting theses in the chat. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Shred Lord. I appreciate you rocking with us. Current investment themes. Favorable rate environment. Lower interest rates can increase the value of existing MBS portfolio. I'm not going to hold you up. Cool, Webby. This could be a little spooky if we fall into like a consumer-oriented debt crisis. These are one of those things where it's like, if 2008, 2009 happens, this thing is going belly up. Do we want that kind of exposure, though? But it does seem to be very undervalued right now. You know what I'm saying? We're added to our watch list, though. Added to the watch list for Chat Capital. Let me take this off of this one. I only have a Chat Capital watch list. All right. Boogie says Micron. Ooh. MU. Okay. Chat capital. Micron. Nice. What's the current investment thesis on Micron, and where within the AI supply chain does it sit? And does it solve a current bottleneck? If so, who do they compete with? Additionally, if MU is overplayed, what's a key Yeah, I love AI. Let's check out Micron, y'all. Okay. The massive structural demand for high-performance memory and AI data centers, coupled with constrained supply, has transformed Micron into a cyclical commodity producer and a high-margin technology leader. Okay. Indispensable infrastructure enabler of the AI revolution, strategic leapfrog to HBM3E memory technology has secured key design wins. Okay, so their differentiators, their design wins. Okay. Leading to record finished performance. So it sits at one of the core of the hardware stack with critical memory and storage solutions. Good. So this is like competitor to SanDisk. And it produces, its products span the entire AI data hierarchy from the high bandwidth memory for GPUs to SSDs. Okay. SK, Samsung. As memory and chips become more abundant, the next major bottlenecks are emerging in power and cooling infrastructure. Ooh. And networking and optics. Ooh. Hey, y'all. Power and cooling infrastructure and networking and optics. So if everyone's focused on memory, maybe we need to be focused on the power, cooling, and networking and optics. Within Isn't this so cool, guys? We are literally just like building investment theses on a fundamental basis using AI as like our lead analyst. This is so freaking cool. Vertiv, Eden, Invent, Modine Manufacturing, Comfort Systems, Train Technology. So these are doing cooling and power solutions. You can do a hardware play, you can do a software play, and you can also do service play. HVAC people. Networking and optics. These are good. But AI is falling short here because they're missing the really big one, which is Lumentum. That's the stock I own. It's sad. The entry-level analyst roles are about to be cooked. Thomas, literally what we've just been doing right now, this would have taken like a whole weekend worth of work for an analyst to capture these kind of insights and data and to produce it into like an email for the MD. They're so cooked. They are so cooked. They are down bad. Oh my gosh, hold on. All right, we gotta, I totally forgot. We should have done this earlier. But we have something really big we have to do together. I'm sure if you guys are still in the stream. But we have to, hold on. We're just gonna see if he answers. But if he answers, we gotta do something really, really, really big for this guy. He might not answer. He might be out partying and stuff. But if anyone knows, Kayvon Music, one of our early subscribers, was in the chat a few weeks ago. He just came out with a song on Friday. So I was going to listen to his song on stream this weekend. I'm going to say, gonna play song for chat. Anyway, I like this thesis. Like if I had to pick a space to play in, my biggest one is networking and optics. as well as power and cooling. Those are my two favorites. Memory, I think, is played out unless there is a really solid correction. But if we're going to do memory, I think Boogie might have gave us a really solid one. So Boogie, if you're around tomorrow, you should pitch us Micron as it relates to the others. This is just like a chart like this is terrifying. It's so good, but it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous, y'all. It's so dangerous like that. All right. Oh my God, that's like wild. What the heck? But this is an amazing performance, though. To make 43,000% on a stock, W. That's why you gotta hold stocks for the long haul, y'all. Holding stocks for the long haul. Investing is like the coolest thing in the entire freaking world, y'all. The entire freaking world. All right. So there we have it. So tomorrow, guys, we are going to be researching some stocks, looking at some themes, picking a platform, reaching out to people on the platform to get partnerships, because we need to start putting dollars to work, because earnings come out later this month, and I think we should start putting dollars to work in earnings. But before we jump out, we gotta play a track for the boy. We gotta play his track. This is Kayvon. If you guys don't know him, but he's one of our early subs, one of our good friends. He just came out with an amazing track for us. Let's see. Yeah, want to listen to it or no? It's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to listen to it. Should we play it? Yeah or nay? Yeah or nay? And we're gonna play it anyway. Let's listen to it. Let's see. Let's support our and if any of you all are musicians or anything else, like put it in the chat so we can support you guys. We want to support everything you guys do. All right, let me know if you can hear it.
With Goofy. At night,
We got to
as I
add.
was prayed, everything was glowing.
L ad, Kenny Finance, L ad. And then after this, I got to jump to the gym, get some sleep, got church, and we're gonna rock and roll, chat. We're gonna rock and roll. But new single release, Gold Chain. Let's see how Homeboy's doing.
I can't believe a life without you's what I'm living through. And how I wish that there was more I could have given you. I don't think that there's a part of me that somehow isn't you. Ironic that it hits so different how I'm missing you. I miss how we used to watch football on Sundays, and how I told you that you should be on the runways. I think of how I met your mother and now we're not even friends. So I stand anxious cause I can't sit calm in my place. I still practice what I'd say in case you call me one day. I think of how I used to put the biggest smile on your face, and then I think of my mistakes. It's my fault that we can't have the life we always dreamed of, that we wanted to save. At least I saved all our photos, and yeah, I saved all our playlists. I keep our stuff like I don't know how to delete what we made, and the truth is I still got that money set aside in my savings for that ring and that wedding and our first down payment. I've been holding on to hope that you'll be back, that'd be great. I'm just wishing that we stayed, I didn't think we could fade. And I love you still, but you said that your feelings have changed about us, so I called a jeweler, and instead of your ring I bought a gold chain to chase the pain away. And my heart aches the strength that feels the same as the propane it takes to make a flame. But it went away, and it's okay, yeah. My gold chain, it takes the pain away, but I rotate to feel in different ways, and I go back and forth like every day, but I should turn the page, and it's okay, yeah.
Hey, WKvon, he really a rapper.
But I felt like you lacked the patience for foundations I wanted to build for us so we could make it. But you were good with the weight and didn't want to suffocate me. You just wanted to hug me. It was all my insecurity, my lack of maturity. I thought you were hurting me, but you were there curing me. I've accepted lately there's a chance that you hate me. And baby, I don't think it's crazy to think that you should blame me for being the reason maybe that we didn't work out. I take accountability for where we're at now. I respect it, but look, honestly, it's killing me how you moved on, and the thought of us you're happy without. I'm sorry sorry I wasn't ready, I'm sorry I didn't get it, I'm sorry I wasn't who you probably thought that you met when you saw me in that place when I made you laugh out of breath. And I'm sorry I was your boyfriend and failed to become your best friend. I miss the smile on your face and your lips, how they taste. I wish my only closure was my hands on your waist and your arms around my neck. To me that was everything. I guess I only have one option now, and that's to replace you with my gold chain to chase the pain away. And my
Hey, Chad, who got a gold chain?
It feels the same as the propane it takes to make a flame, but it went away.
Mine's small, but
okay, yeah.
still gold.
Chain it takes the pain away, but I rotate to feel in different ways, and I go back and forth like every day, but I should turn the page and it's okay. Yeah. My gold chain to chase the pain away, and my heart.
Put them chains out, Chad. Put them chains out, Chad.
Pain it takes to make a flame, but it went away, and it's okay. Yeah. My gold chain it takes the pain away, but I rotate to feel in different ways, and I go back and forth like every day, but I should turn the page and it's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hey, WK Von in the chat, y'all. WK Von in the chat. WK Von, one of our Smart Money Shred Lord subscribers. New track. I'm going to paste it in here for y'all. Gold Chain. Out now. Go bang that. Go listen to it. Take your chains out. Hey, one thing's for certain. One thing is so sure. That like life is gonna throw you so much stuff. Good stuff, bad stuff, annoying stuff, sad stuff. The one thing that matters is the stuff that you invest in to enable your hustle. You know? And Cool Webby got them links. Yeah, man. Cuban link Webby. And what I would say is whatever you got to do to get into the right headspace, to hustle, to build, to lock in, like that is the greatest investment you will ever make. That is the greatest investment you will ever make. If you need to invest in the right apartment or place so that you can be in the right headspace to build, do it. If you need to get yourself the right chain to feel like you got that motion, do it. Right? Because whatever you need to do to feel your best self, to have that confidence, to go tackle life and to handle all the BS that life throws at you, do what you got to do. Because no one is going to understand your hustle but you. No one is going to build your dreams but you. So you need to invest in the entire arsenal of what you need to go build, to crush it, to just like be dope in life. And it seems like for Kayvon, for him to tackle this season of dominance and the run that he's going on, that boy bought himself a gold chain. So shout out to Cave. Now that's just symbolism for whatever it might be for you. It could be a laptop. It could be a book. It could be a phone. It could be a meal. It can be anything that you just need to invest in for yourself just to unlock that next level perspective of how to build a dream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Boogie W Kayvon. We making music on stream. We should have Kayvon come up. Bring your studio and stuff and make a track right here. I'll freestyle. I'll drop a few bars. You know what I'm saying? But hey, chat. It was a banger. Hey, we were very productive. We were very productive, y'all. This is like Saturday night, Shred Lord learning. We learned a lot of good things on the market. Boogie pitched an incredible business, but it just wasn't good enough. So shoot your shot next time, but keep shooting. Nah, but shout out to Boogie W Boogie for coming in and giving us an amazing idea to look at. But that's what we do. Smart Money, Shred Lord, Sourcing Saturdays. We find great businesses. We put dollars to work. We use our brain. We use our resources at our disposal. We have Google Finance being our analyst for Chat Capital. There's so many amazing ways to deploy capital in this world, and we're just trying to find ways to do it the most smart and intelligent way. And I appreciate you guys rocking with us. I am going to probably be on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we are going to have the form for the stock pitches ready. We're also going to talk about the deal team. We're going to talk about the deal team tomorrow. So deal team is like that private community for business buyers. We're going to talk about the structure of that and things like that, so you guys can give some input as we're like building it right now, so you guys can give some input on it. And As always, take care of yourselves. Boogie's asking if we're going to game later. I might, but I'm going to be gaming off stream. I'm not good right now. I don't want to be gaming on stream, and I'm not that good, y'all. So it just hurts my ego. I got a lot of prep I got to do, though. I got a lot of prep. But take care of yourselves. Have some incredible rest. Try to get 7-8 hours of sleep. Wake up, read a book, meditate, pray, whatever you need to do so you don't need to be glued to your phone. Spend as much time as you can with your loved ones, your friends, your family. Call someone that you haven't called in a while and tell them that you love them. Life is way too short. If you haven't already, bang that subscribe button and bang that like button, because this is Smart Money Central, and I care about everything that you all have going in your motion outside of just your investments, because we're all fam here. This is the Smart Money family. So I appreciate y'all rocking with us. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace and love. Let's continue rocking. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.